How do I feel about new taxes being imposed on small businesses in Canada by the Trudeau government? Thanks very much, Daryl. Just some context here, folks. The federal Liberal Finance Minister, Bill Morneau, has introduced a discussion paper which proposes a radical change to the way that small businesses, professional corporations, and farmers are able to organize their taxes. And basically what it will do is massively increase the effective tax rate for those small businesses. I'm not going to get into all the technical details, but this could have a devastating impact. I've met medical doctors who have told me that if this happens, they're going to be leaving Alberta, or leaving Canada rather, or retiring. I've met small business people who've said they're barely hanging on, and this will just be the last straw for them. You know, for a lot of these small businesses, professionals, and farmers, the ability to distribute their income with their family members, which is what the Liberals plan to attack, is really the way that they can plan for the retirement. These are folks that do not have a pension plan. They don't have a defined benefit pension plan or defined contribution pension plan. And they're limited in what they can do, of course, in terms of RSPs. So for them, their long-term financial future is in part predicated on their ability to distribute their income within family that apparently the federal Liberals want to attack. But there's something deeper at play here.
A large percentage of small businesses are actually just ways for wealthier Canadians to save on their taxes.
This is coming from a man who inherited millions of dollars in a trust fund from his father, who didn't have to work a day in his life, who has enormous inherited wealth. And he's lecturing the unsung heroes of our economy, small business people and entrepreneurs who create 90% of the new jobs in our economy. These are people who work 80, 90, sometimes 100 hours a week. They pour their life savings into these small businesses. Everything is on the line. They often mortgage their houses or take out a second mortgage just to keep the businesses going through tough times. Many of them do not make it. They don't get pension plans. They don't get any benefits of their own. Their whole family's financial security is tied up with these businesses, and yet Prime Minister Trudeau has the temerity to lecture them as though they're all just a bunch of idle rich people trying to minimize their tax burden when he himself inherited millions. I frankly think that's disgusting and outrageous. And that's the kind, and by the way, Bill Morneau, the finance minister, also comes from a hugely rich family, was born into great wealth, went to a private lycée academy in Switzerland. So you've got two trust fund kids lecturing some of the hardest working Canadians, those in our small and medium businesses, and our farmers who help to feed our country, accusing them of being rich tax evaders. You know, I saw a great comment on Twitter today from a farmer in Alberta, a picture of him with an auger running on his farm during harvest, just after combining. He said, "Here I am in my tax shelter, avoiding paying taxes to Justin Trudeau." You know, Prime Minister, it's time that you showed a bit of respect to the people who actually create the wealth and jobs in this economy and stop this tax attack against our small businesses and farmers.